All right, welcome everybody. Let me get logged in over here. All right. Let's turn on some tunes. We are the 29th government potential shutdown day. Let's see what we have going on for our announcements this week. Oh yeah, let's filter it out to just the US. There we go. That's right, Shovel. How are you? All right, President Trump due to speak at 1:15. This is when the volatility is going to happen. Also noting that in Canada, we're starting to see some foreclosures, right? So let me pin this up here. I also want to grab a link for you all. I am going to be on Stock Traders Network at 10 a.m. today. So let's see. There we go. All right, let me just see. Josh sent me a link for you all to, there we go. To me, hold on, let's see. If this is where I need everybody to go. Okay, so that's pre-market prep. All right, so this is the one where it's live right now. They started 21 minutes ago. Let's see, copy. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna be going with Stock Traders Network live at 10 a.m. There's one link there. Hold on, there's another one. That's what's going on live. So don't go there now, not yet. But for people to tune into the show, here's the one. So you'd want to go to copy to join the network right here. I wonder, can I delete stuff? There you go. So if you want to join in later, come join me live at 10 a.m. on Stock Traders Network. There we go. Okay, perfect. So what do we have going on for today? Let's get into it. Let's get this cleaned up. Let's start rocking and rolling. And let's see what's going on with the Barron's cover. I don't know. It looks like maybe something's going to happen in New York today to me. All right. So today, 1:15. I'm going to come on over here. Let's delete that one. Boom, boom. All right. We have the JOLTS job report tomorrow, end of the month. OPEC meetings on Wednesday. And farm employment change, unemployment claims on Thursday. So it's going to likely be a rocky week. Let's check out our fear and greed for today. Bigger move. Maybe we're going to see that 370 today on the market. And then at 1:15, it's going to dissipate. So we shall see what's going on. Let's also check out UVXY. So we've got UVXY here, daily point of control, 1079. So they did bring it down, but we are at 1026. So it is no longer a red warning right there. On VXX, the lowest one is at 33.86 right here. Same. But we are now at 3207. All right, Lorenzo, let me move this over here so I can see what is going on. And this is bugging me there. I like that layout better. All right, let's go to UVIX. I didn't mean to make that a red. There we go. Okay, UVIX 1015, and we are at 970. So they are laying the grounds for bigger moves, right? Let's go to SPXS. They had the split today. Excuse me. 43.55. And we are at 38.70. All right, let's go to SQQQ. That's right, let's get it. Lorenzo, I will add that over on the side, no worries. All right, 18.45, the same, and we are at 15.26. Whoops. And let's go to SRTY. All right, we don't have enough viewers yet to help try to move along my mom's deal. All right, let me put that over here. Boom. BMNR and ALAB. Makes me think of Alabama. All right. So let's check out, let's look at our majors quick. NVIDIA up 1% already. NVIDIA, what's our 23.3 billion. Daily point of control is down here at 177.92. Let's go to Tesla, up as well. Ooh, yeah. So did they pull back? Great day, Willie. All right. 2.8. Hold on. Let's go over here. 2.8 billion. And daily point of control, 334.08. Look at how extended these are. This is like super high extension. Money flow typically does not tend to, great day, Julie. Tessie is on watch, you know it. Also BBAI over here, Irene, BBAI. Oh, we have to talk about gold and silver. Nice, look at, Willie, I heard you. I heard you in my mind. I talked about it and you typed it. We're on the same wavelength. Big retracement right now. Much like RR. So they both had that crazy run up. Now it's pulled back. How far is it going to pull back? It's going to pull back all the way down to 613. That area, maybe not. All right. Big money is at 507 right there. Let's just look at RR as well to see where we are on that retracement. Okay, so we are starting to have that curl up right here. So that might be a fun little move to the upside. Let's go RR. All right, 103. And we're at 310 there. Let's see what our volume is. Our volume for today is 1.2 million. Let's look at SLV. Oh my goodness. SLV. I'm also loving PSLV. Let's look at PSLV. PSLV is retracing back. We've had 2 million so far. How much have we had on SLV? We're going PSLV today. It has a bigger pre-market volume. And I'm in this one longer term. That's not what I want. I want this one. All right. $13.99. 567 and $13.99. All right. Also, we can check out GLD. I'm going to put that over here. GLD. If you guys have any others, let me put this like this right there so I can see them easily. All right. Let's look at our down gapping so far. What the heck is MLTX? What on earth happened here? Did the FDA kick them out? Plunges after disappointing data from key skin drug trials. Well, that looks pretty massive. That looks like it might have a crazy move or drop from here. So we will put that on. I don't know that I've seen an 87% drop before, but those that shorted it up here, congratulations. Amazing, amazing move. You made basically like 800%. Nice job. Just kidding. All right. That's pretty nasty. Let's see where the big guy shorted it. They shorted it at 46.44. Wipeout, yeah. But look, right now it's down at 7.51. That's where we are on the intraday. That's pretty nasty though, right? Novo Nordisk. So, oh, you know what? We have to look at the Barron's cover too. Let's make this list and then we'll look at the Barron's cover. We'll talk about what's going on with, you know what I want to check out too? UNH. I feel like UNH needs some attention. All right, so we have earnings that happened on Friday at 11:25. Let's make this purple. We'll do fourth quarter is purple. Purple and orange, 54.20. That's interesting. Put it over here. Oh, what? That's not what I wanted. Right here, purple and orange. Okay, do you not see that this is very weird? Okay, up here, 53.41. There we go. 54.31. I might need another cup of coffee. How was my weekend? It was awesome. Have you ever pet a bumblebee? Pet a bumblebee this weekend. To me, that's hey, you're in sync with nature, chill, relaxed. It's like dogs, right? Dogs can sense your emotions, your feelings. So me and the girls had a bumblebee today while hiking in the mountains. Oh, today. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. 24.50. How about yours, fish and deer? Let me tell you, we saw all sorts of, we saw little tiny frogs. We saw all sorts of good stuff. I'm looking to see what else is moving today. USO, SRTY, KC, King Cross, LRMR, Lithium of America, 618. It's coming back to that big money level of 599. Let's check out the float. Snow White much? Whistle while you work. Okay, yeah, so Julie, thank you for reminding me. Typing in a dark room is hard, Willie says. Would you check out WRD again for me? Ooh, hey, how come I put LAC and it says 404, page not found? Lithium Club of America. Where's our float? We don't have the public float, but 241 million are the shares outstanding. Why don't they tell you the public float? Oh, because it's from British Columbia. That's why. What if we go to Lithium? Hold on. Lithium Americas. Canadian. Let's see if they have it, the stock float. Vancouver. All right. Here we go. Let's see if we can find out the total number of shares here. There's more than one way. Average volume, earnings, press releases, news, statistics. Yeah, will do for sure. Analysis? No, profile. I don't usually look on here, so I don't know where to find the shares, but for sure, open, high, low, closes, no. Analysis, financials, quarterly, breakdown. Okay, how about shares? Summary, news, research, chart, community, historical data, profile, analysis, options, holders. Holders? Let's see. Aha. Top institutional holders. So these are the people that hold it. How about the total number of shares? So General Motors has 30 million shares. That's interesting. 269 number of institutions holding these shares. So they're getting some pump to this massive move on LAC. Yeah, let's put open over here for you, Willie. And what's the other one that you wanted to check out? WRD. Word. All right, anyway, we'll go back and we'll check out LAC over here. I don't know the total number of shares, but we do know that it's at $5.99. Ooh, that's off screen over there. $5.99. Just checking to see what is pulling back. All the shorts are pulling back. If there's any, Apple is down. We're seeing that the oil stocks are down. Chevron, XOM, UNH is up. Let's look at XOM over here. Dark cloud cover there. 14,000, not that much. Let's look at Chevron and MPO, Marathon, 4,000. Marathon Oil, not MP, Marathon. MPC, 1.2 million and advancing. So that's interesting. Look at that. They've had 1.2 million for today, yet there really is not much movement. There's likely a late trade from this past. What's the other one? Exxon, XOP. Let's look at XOP. Right now, 6,000. Not a lot of volume, but we're seeing that oil is pulling back. Coke, Wells Fargo, Oracle. Oh yeah, Oracle. Let's look at the Qs as well. Well, let's check out Open. How's Open doing? We'll put Open on the bottom down here. Oh, I still want to look at the Qs and see what's going on. Oh, you know what? I just noticed something. Hold on. Open list. I can do swing, do. Okay. Oh, I love this. Haha. Haha. Oh, this is so cool. I just discovered something. I think that's new, so I'm happy about that. TMUS. So not much. Let's also check out Apple. Let's check out the Apple, le pomme. Let's check out Apple. I'm going to put Apple here instead of Open. Sorry, changed my mind there, Willie. Since Apple is one of those majors and pulling back a bit today, I want to say 14.8. It used to be 14.4. Looks like they were buying a bit. 245.31. All right. So what else do we want to look at? We want to look at the cover of The Economist. All right, here's The Economist. Free speech in America. This is September 27th. Somebody else had a different one that they posted online. And it was quite interesting. And I don't know where it was. Let me refresh this. That was for the 27th. Is there a different one? So somebody else had a different Economist cover. Maybe they did an AI one, but this looks like Trump is running the show. Green, maybe gold right there. And maybe we're heading down with that. Okay, let's look at the Barron's cover. Is there a building that this reminds you of? Doesn't that look like the Empire State Building? Right here, Empire State Building. Let's just do this. Pull it over here for a second. All right, so I'm seeing Empire State Building right here, right? We're going maybe southeast. So we're going southeast would be like this direction, right? We're heading southeast. Not looking at the words. Cracks in the AI trade. All right, hey, look up here. Here's where the light is. There's cracks in the AI trade. They're happy and it's about to reverse, right? Healthcare roundtable, a year of tumult. Policy shifts have thrown the U.S. healthcare industry into turmoil and scared investors. Our panelists find 16 stocks with promising prospects and they're taking positions. So right now, this week, we'll be maybe positioning in pharmaceuticals. But for now, looks like, is it the Empire State Building that's going to be heading southeast? That's what I see, southeast. If you were to draw, right? If you were to take this and you're going to take a little picture and you're going to do, right, a little drawing. And you're going to say, hey, let's do drawing, right? We've got north, south, east, no, sorry, west. No, east, west, yeah? East, west, typically. But they have it flipped, and it looks like southeast, so let's go backwards. They have it flipped because they have the east over here, right? So we have north, south, east, west, and it's showing to me south first and east, southeast. What do you guys think? What do you think? You think that is, like, hey, Jane, you're just like reading into this stock chart covered way too much? Or is that also in relation to the Empire State Building? Is something going down in New York? Feels like maybe something's going down in New York. All right, let me tweet out. I'm going to leave that up there so you guys can check it out. Give me your opinion. Let me just slide this over here while I tweet out what we are talking about today. All right. Copy that. All right, let's get into this. NVIDIA. Ooh la la. NVIDIA, Tesla, BBAI, RR, PSLV, MLTX, Novo Nordisk, Intel, LAC, and Apple. All in Pfizer. You think it's all in Pfizer? What makes you say Pfizer, Fish and Deer? I'm happy to take your perspective. Is there any particular reason why you would say Pfizer? Hold on, I just want to see something. My phone's lighting up. Let's see. All right. Let's put this down for crypto. Ooh, I totally did something I did not mean to do. I hit Control 4. And did you know that Control 4 will change the window that you are on? I do now. I know that now. All right, let's put that there. Let's schedule back up later. Annoying yellow pop-up. Goodbye. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So now we've got that going on. I think we're heading southeast. Oops, I did it again. What did you do, Willie? I think we're heading southeast. All right. So the streams are good. Everything is good. You guys can see and hear me okay? All right. Let's get into it. We've looked at everything. I have not done the limits. Let's bring it back to top list. I wonder if I can change the locations. Nope. Okay, no problem on that one. Oh, you know what I need to do? Let's go and star this. There we go. Hit Control 4. Oh, yeah, I've done that way too many times. 595, 97, 241, 34, and 462.28. There we go. Let me tweet out our limits. All right, so Fish and Deer are saying in the comments, Pfizer just looks like a good setup. Only a matter of time before some crazy flu or something hits again. 7.24 dividend been beat up. What about the fact that they're talking about Trump is saying we need to investigate vaccines, and RFK Jr. is talking about that as well. Do you have a perspective on that, Fish and Deer? The negative press on it, that could be, you know, that negative press could be, hey, we're loading up, right? For sure. But it seems like they've tried numerous times to have something like catastrophic happen. I don't know, because they're like, oh, we've just had you know, somebody on this plane with this disease, and it's like one day, news cycle, done. I don't know. Do you see that at all? I don't. Let's see my green list. Where's my green list? Ooh, I didn't do my green list. Here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna open list. Let's get rid of this one, and I need that one. Okay. So I think, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, I like the shortcuts. They're so cool. All right, so if you all are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. So what do I look at? I look at the really big money in the crypto market, in the stock market, and the person that has the biggest position is the person with the biggest wallet. The biggest wallet typically runs the show in that trading room or in the trading of that stock. So if we are below, like we are on the daily for Bitcoin, that to me says, hey, we're likely going to see this continue down until they change their position. Now, I'm going to put one in from Saturday, right? We'll put it back here from Friday, this low, and just see. Okay, so right now we're at 109,418. I'm going to move it to October 1st as we go, but right now that's where we are. The most recent back in July, I do it quarterly, right? Or let's go to September. Let's bring it at September until we hit October. All right, so 115, I'm going to start changing this. We're going to do 115, 761, and 32 cents. All right, so we're going to change these. We're going to go to September for now until we're about 2 weeks into October. All right, so that we have a more accurate, hey, this is very similar. Big money, 42, 97, and 27 cents. Let's go to the big money level on XRP. Let's put one in for September as well. Oops, back one more day. Back one more day. There we go. All right, so for September, we're looking at 281, 2.81, 27 right there. All right, let's look at XLM. XLM, I'm bringing it back to September to see where we are. 0.36, Doge. Is there anybody out there that's colorblind? Has any colors that like you can't see well? Or let me know. Since that typically is men, just curious. All right, and Solana, big money level. Let's look at September as well. Still the same, 203.12, so pretty similar. And look at that, they brought it down. So these, we want to see level 2 right there. Okay, perfect. So let's go back. Let's create a day trade setup for Bitcoin. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at that biggest money point of control on the intraday or today's trading zone. So we still have all big money above us for the moment. We will check out where we position for October 1st coming up. I'll slowly move these forward and then leave it at October 1st. All right, so for the intraday level, we're at 112.98 and 40 cents. So for a day trade over here, I'd say let's put it up above 112.500. All right, or below 111.500. There we go. 111.500 and 112.500. All right, let's go to the intraday level on Ethereum. Intraday level on Ethereum is at 41.26.12. Nope, 41.08, just moved, 31. All right, let's bring this up. We are hitting that 8 EMA on the 24-hour chart. I'm going to turn off my moving averages up here. Too busy. There we go. That's better. 41.35 over here for potential long trade or below 4,100. Oh, 100 and 41.35. All right, let's go to XRP. XRP intraday level is at 286.18. All right, we hit the 15 EMA. Great day, Argentum. Check out CRISPR. You got it. Let me put on the list over here. CRISPR technology, one of the first stocks to have mRNA knowledge in it. Did you know that? Yep. They did that back in 2019, I want to say. It was at the forefront. 2.87 here for XRP for potential long trade or below 2.848. 2.848, 2.87, 2.8618 is the big money level for intraday. Let's go to XLM over here. XLM, we have not hit that 15 EMA yet. All right, 0.3695. Let's do 0.3695. Come on. 0.3695 and below. Got to go below here. 0.36. Yeah. What do you think the mRNA does, Willie? All right. 0.36446 and 0.3695. That's what that spike protein does. Alters your DNA. Did I change? Hold on. I don't feel like I put the right level right there. I didn't. See? 0.367429. All right, let's go to Doge over here. All right, Doge. So big money levels are above us. We're kind of sandwiched in between each of these. So I wouldn't go long or short Doge until we had a breakout, in my opinion, for a longer swing trade. Intraday, they're up here at 0.23572. All right, so let's go above. Let's see if I can go to 236 even. Nope, we got to go up. All right, 2362.25. There we go. 0.23625. All right, let's go to below. It's coming down below 0.0 0.22888. Nope, 88. There we go. All right, let's go to Solana. It unzips a strand and replaces data, changes the host itself forever. Yep, that's basically what the CRISPR technology is, right? I remember reading about it 2017, 18, 19, whenever it was just beginning to move. We'll look at the stock. It was on one of the like email things that people send out, and they're like, check out CRISPR, and it was low float and it was skyrocketing. I made like 300% on it when it was. All right, so big money for today on XRP. Solana's at 209.52 right there. Dr. Tinman, you've been seeing the weirdest sicknesses. Weird. Are you talking about the mental illnesses? Sorry. Sorry, Dr. Tinman. I had to go there. All right, let me post out this on our live right here. All right, there we go. Boom, boom. Summer mental. Dr. Tinman, what are you a doctor of? Yes, Willie is saying he was in CRISPR too. He knew it could be good or evil. Yeah, a lot of the pharmaceuticals. All right, so let's pull up CRISPR. Look at who mentioned it. Argentum, look at what you started. Look at what you started. Wrong chart. Let's go here. Let's go here and let's go back like when it was at 16, 18. That's when I got in on it, I think. Thanks, Willie. Willie's saying like, yeah, I got in before this run over here. Boom, ran it up there. Then it pulled back and then had that big move. So they were developing this way back in 2017. What also was starting back then? Crypto, right? Crypto was starting back then as well. And this had a major run, right? So look at how this had that crazy run during what? 2019. Okay, November 2019 was really when everything, that was the initial, oh my goodness. China had this weird virus. Boom, March probably. Yep, 2020. Then it went from 30 to 220. Insanity. What is the float? 86 million. Fast forward, bring it on over here. Most recent big money level for CRISPR is down below at 52.96. Did you need any further analysis there? Day trade, swing trade, Argentum. Right now we are above 64. Sort of looks like a cup and handle move. If we go from 64 down to 52, 12 points, add 12 on, I'd say maybe 73 right there for a swing. There you go. All right, let's check out NVIDIA. All right, NVIDIA. So swing trade, we are above everything right now. We have broken out of this downward trend. Gonna get rid of this puppy. All right, we held support right here. We held support on that 33. So looking for the 33 to break down 175.50 zone. Willie's saying there were sick Chinese coming to Breckenridge back in 2018. My wife got sick and doctors didn't know what it was. I'm sure it was vid. Okay. All right, so let's look at the day trade for NVIDIA over here. Let's put on a 5-minute chart. Let's see where our big money is. Okay, so we have big money levels right here. Lowest one, 177.62. Highest, 177.92. So right now we are above everything. Again, 115 could add some crazy volatility in the market. I'm expecting a pop to 370 on the SPY and then a drop. So keep that in mind. Pop and drop. Where is this one? Okay, I just need to understand which one is which. 1, 2, 3, 7, and green. So we have a bit of a ways to go to that 370, but then I think we might drop it hard. All right. So be ready. I'm calling it out there, 170 topperoonies. So let's put this up here, 180.50 for a potential break to the upside. 180.50 or below 179.50 over here with our big money levels. Big money is at 180 even. So we could see a nice little short trade if we go below potentially 179.50 and above 180.50. Let's check out our short volumes. If you don't know what short volumes are, please say explain short volumes. All right, NVIDIA has 0.37, 37%. Sorry about that. Tesla, that's where my brain goes, 0.37. Tesla is 45%. All right, BBAI, 39%. All right, doesn't look like, looks like some people were buying at the end of the day. 42% for RR. PSLV, 28%. I'm just going to look at this for fun because many times it'll show you similar ones down below. And it's not showing that down here. Sometimes they will show you similar ones. Let's look at Open. Open is at 36%. Huh, I think they removed that. Maybe it's over here. Ah, let's go back. Let's do PSLV. Let's see. No, it doesn't change. Huh. I wonder if these are the ones that people are checking out the most. Is that why they're here? I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason for why these are here and why these are here. Right? 49%. Oh, see? Related stock ticker. I wasn't losing it. So right now, I wonder if we go, let's go GLD. Gold. Do we have any? There you go. Dust, 38%. GDX, 57%. GDXJ, 59%. Nugget has gold and silver in it. Oh, Willie, I'm glad that they were able to give her steroids. Onions are very good for lung stuff. All right, let's block this. I got a lot of scammers on Twitter posting other people. Don't like that. All right, so NVIDIA, 179. Let's go to Tesla. Tesla advancing, squeezing higher. Big money is up at 446.69. 447.50. That 447 range, they're definitely going to test that. And are they going to use that as a selling point around numbers? Super strong. It's super strong. We can see this. Maybe we're going to have a test and it's going to come back and test the 438, 437.50 zone. So if we go below 70% are between 443.70, we could put it 445.50. That's a nice trade down there to 444, $1.50. So let's do that. 445.50 and 447.50. All right, let's go to BBAI. Advancing Doji in a tough spot at the moment. However, it could have a bigger move down over here. What is this 673? All right, well, it's gone now. Whatever that was, it's gone. Let's go back. Put that back on. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's put it on. Don't need it. 692. That last eighth, reminiscence of a stock operator, could be the most expensive. Might get stuck at 692. Or if we go below 679 here. All right. 679 and 692. Let's go to RR. Rev it up. With some RR. RR has more of a curling action. We are above those two moving averages right there. Let's see for fun from this breakout zone right here. Where's our big money? 390. So it looks like it has bounced off of that. Let's put it up above 450. Smaller trade. It is a lower price stock, so those smaller trades could be smaller. Smaller still a nice percentage for the small price. 440 and 450. What's interesting is I do see Goldman Sachs on the books. So when Goldman Sachs is on the books and it's a less than $5 stock, usually there's a reason why. The TTM squeeze showing it is pulling back. We have the money flow looking like it is flowing back in, and the advancing and declining, where we went down, we were not even at the about to cross like we were back here at the 161 200 exponential, but now we are advancing. So that's nice. PSLV over here. Oh yeah, moving and grooving. Let's see. Many times when we do see that silver and gold advance overnight, we have a squeeze type price action, and then it can pull back on us until the next big move in the market, right? So this could try to fill the gap. It could pull back to 1531. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I would say below 1558, smaller little opportunities again. So that's going to be an 8-cent trade and then a 4-cent trade. Below 1540 down to 1530. You can see right over here the 4 EMA, where we could see that it might find support right there. All right, let's go 1558 and 1580. Let's go to MLTX. Willie's saying you're a buy at 669. MLTX, this is why pharmaceuticals, you stay away longer term. In my opinion, day trade them, ride those little waves on the day trade, but be extra careful because you can have things like this happen. So 740 for potential short, that looks like the low of the 70%, or above over here, 788. All right, we got enough people on here. I want everybody to concentrate on Mr. Jim giving my mom the counter today that she accepts. We are in the midst of a negotiation, and if everybody will please say, Jim, bring us that counter at splitting the difference, and you got a deal. All right. Okay, let's look at Novo. Has all of this volume above us, and the 54.31 is where we really are, right, from earnings. So 54.41 right there for a long trade or short trade below 53.50. Willie, I'm not sure what you... Willie's typing nonsense. He can't type properly in the dark. That is the basis of his typing. All right, let's go to Intel. Willie, you need a little headlamp. Okay? Get a headlamp so that you can see. That'll solve all the problems. Come on, you're a miner. I'm for sure you have a headlamp. All right, Intel above 35 for potential long trade, below 34. I want to do 34.50, but we're right there. 34.40. Bulk of the volume's at 34.46, so let's go below that. Are you on the Traders Network today? Yes, at 10 a.m. Thank you, Willie. I am on the Stock Traders Network. And I did put the link in the chat at the beginning. Oh, did the sun just rise for you, Willie? Willie said, let there be light, and there was. Yeah, it's me. I'm the light in your day. I know. All right, let's go to LAC over here. Above, so LAC bouncing off that 599, 59.99. So let's put this here, 599 for potential short. I'm going to say 635 for potential long for LAC. $5.99 and $6.35. We see that they just brought it up 2 days ago up to $5.99. All right. Oh, there's no luck needed. But thank you. All right, Apple, we're topping out up here. We have a bit of a megaphone set up. Are we going to advance and butt our head up against 257? Is that going to correspond to a 670 up here? Definitely watching the majors to see where we go from here, because they have moved their money around on the majors, and seeing that we might have a big move coming. Plus, that's kind of telling me on the cover of Barron's, right? If you look at it, it looks like we're headed southeast. Southeast is, in my head, going down. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys see that? If you guys weren't here, look at this. Southeast. Headed southeast. MSTR. Yeah, let's put it on over here. MSTR. All right, let's go to BMNR. BMNR. All right, BMNR, big money is below over here. So swing trade, I would like this as a swing trade. Let's do this. Let's put on a little ray over here and right here. So we're still, and let's do this. Let's put it from the bottoms. All right, so it looks like we're bouncing. We have big money at 49.71. Looks like maybe a little slow down. Maybe it would really need to really break above 53 for me to feel confident that this is going to continue to move to the upside. All right, let's go to ALAB. ALAB. All right, let's put this on for ALAB over here. All right, looks like they sold at 244.31. So right now, until they flip that down, in my opinion, this looks like it is a short. Let's go to GLD. GLD advancing as well up here. No surprise. We do have gold and silver futures screaming higher. So we'll look at the gold and silver futures. Looks like it's slowing down, yet it is still advancing. All of the banks, let's see, banks buying gold in 2025. Why central banks are rapidly buying gold in 2025. That was August. That looks pretty good. China's buying spree. Central banks worldwide have dramatically shifted their approach to gold, transforming from net sellers to acquisitions, right? Institutions acquiring 166 tons ago. And monetary system evolution, perhaps most significantly, the accelerated gold accumulation suggests central banks are positioning themselves for potential shifts in the global financial architecture. Yes, we have the US government unable to bail itself out. We have the Central Bank of Europe saying we're going to central bank digital currencies. We have Vietnam using the digital ID like they did in China during COVID. So they're trying to either go full digital, but backing with gold. Oh, apparently I'm freezing because I don't like this. So central bank gold provides exceptional flexibility for various potential scenarios, backing future currencies, whether national or regional, supporting transitions to new digital monetary systems. But it's supporting before you get there. So maintaining a value during systemic financial stress. So they're saying that there's financial stress. Providing negotiating leverage and designing new international agreements. So gold offers the central bank protection against currency devaluation that traditionally reserves simply cannot match. While the dollar, euro, yen, and other major currencies can lose substantial purchasing power through inflation, gold has maintained its value across centuries. Yeah, I think that's intentional, Willie. I think that it's very cool, Dr. Tin Man. Very cool. So what's interesting is that the original first place prize of the Olympics was silver, not gold. And then they changed it. Let's see. Original Original first place in Olympics was silver. I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I see it's 9:15. At first, the modern Olympic winners were awarded silver medals. Huh, okay. List of first, okay, let's see. They don't want you to read that. Interesting. Okay, got it. 1948, no, silver medal. There we go. No, 1896. It was originally, here we go. When the modern, why are the first place winners received silver medals? When the modern Olympics started in 1896, why were the first place winners given medals made of silver, not of gold? Right? And now it says it no longer exists. Right? They were originally given silver. Silver is more useful. Silver is being consumed at a faster rate. Silver has more futures contracts out there that need to be fulfilled, and there's a higher rate of silver consumption than there is of gold consumption, and they have suppressed the price of silver more. So the silver short squeeze is really a large contender. Yes, we have the gold futures setting up, right? And we have new gold highs, and they're backing the banks with gold. However, silver is being consumed at a rate faster than production. And so this price can basically only go higher and higher. And I'm surprised that we're not seeing tech stocks with, like an airline company. An airline company has fuel as one of their major expenses. What about a microchip stock? What are their expenses for making chips with the precious metals? Silver is one of them for conductivity, silver and gold. So when you look at that, now are your profit margins going to decrease because these precious metals are rising? Right? Exactly, Willie. Willie is saying silver is artificially suppressed by China and America for industrial reasons. When you look at the actual balance sheets, you start to see that the banks are the biggest contenders for shorting the metals. So that then the people that are paying them interest, are still going to have the money coming in to pay them interest. All right, Dow. Yes. And copper too. Copper for electricity. What if we don't need the same electricity? Okay, 464.50 here and 463.98 for the Dow. 463.98, 464.50. The Russell. All right. Let me head on over here. We have a flag break on the Russell at the moment. Let's see where big money is pre-market. 234.20 for breakout, or 242. Can't talk. 50. 243.20. All right, let's go the Qs. Are we going to close the gap and come down? Or are we going to advance today? All right, let's see. Above Qs, above 650. Right there. Or below 559.50. Whew, this is going to be a spicy day. 599.50. I can't talk today. 650. And the SPY. All right, we have that. Right, so maybe right there, 699.49. If we go 671, or drop it back down to 662. We are in gap zone gap and go or gap and drop. So let's bring this up here, 665, 665 and 665.80. All right, there you go. That is it for today. I hope you had an amazing trading day. And I hope that you will join me in just about 40 minutes on the Stock Traders Network. Have an amazing trading day. Carpe profits, seize those profits, one trade at a time.